Tra-la-la.
What is up, Argyle Middle School, and as always, the YouTube universe. I am Mr. Baker, and I'm back with another episode of Everyday Teacher. That's right, if you tuned in last week, you kind of got an update on where I've been. Thankful to have a fourth member to the Baker household, but this week, as I promised last week, I'm back with another new teacher at AMS. This week's guest, not as new as the others, but kind of playing a new role this year, and I'm very excited to have them. Before I get to that, just want to give a quick shout out to the people at the Monroe County Co-op in Aberdeen, Mississippi. That's right, the good people at the co-op there, especially Mr. Hodge. Always been good to us back in Mississippi. I just wanted to rock this Monroe County Co-op shirt this week. Hope you enjoyed the little graphic up there. Shout out to the people over in Aberdeen. So, I don't have my blue folder today. My questions wouldn't print out, so I had to go new school instead of old school. So I got my phone, I got my questions. Now, all I need is my guest. So it is my privilege to introduce to you Mr. Will Griswold. That's right, it is not Clark Griswold, it is Will Griswold. Get that right. Did you see the sigh? Did you hear the sigh?
Yes.
He gets Clark a lot. It is not Clark. It is Will. So, I promise not to make too many more Christmas vacation references. Not too many more. All right, Mr. Griswold, are you familiar with this show?
A little bit.
A little bit, which means he probably watches the first two questions and turns it off, just like everybody else. So while we're talking about that, if you're watching this video right now and you hadn't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. What's wrong with you? Also, if you're sitting there and you're not hitting the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. How much effort does that take? Huh? Not a lot. I really don't care if you do, but still, whatever. All right, here we go, Mr. Griswold. First question, as always, what is the first thing you do or think of when you get up in the morning?
How much extra time can I sleep in?
That is nice. I think similarly. That word is similarly. All right, next. You being a quasi-new teacher here in Argyle, what is your favorite thing about Argyle ISD?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would just say the community that Argyle is in is just fantastic. The support from the parents, from the administration, from the other teachers, and especially starting a new program. I've just been so welcomed into the community, and everybody is just always, always has positive things to say about what we're doing. So that's just made me feel really good about being here.
No doubt. And if you're wondering, Mr. Griswold is the choir teacher for the high school and the middle school. He was here a couple periods last year, a few more this year, so he's kind of fitting more into the new AMS staff genre than he was. So this is officially his second year in the district, but still, I really wanted to have him on. Been doing a great job with the choir program, no doubt. But this is about real life of teachers, not what they do for work, so we got to get away from that. All right. Are you going to go with burgers or Tex-Mex if you have to eat something?
Burgers.
Burgers from where?
Ooh, if it's fast food, I'm gonna get an In-N-Out burger.
Ooh, In-N-Out, not Whataburger.
No, I'm not from Texas,
Okay.
so
That's understood.
In-N-Out as far as fast food. If it's not fast food, whether it's Rodeo Goat down in Fort Worth or Twisted Root is always a solid choice.
Rodeo Goat.
Yeah.
And they make hamburgers with beef or goat?
With all sorts of stuff.
Okay, because I was raised on goat meat. Goat meat's pretty good now, I ain't gonna lie.
It's a little weird sometimes.
Okay.
They've got a few interesting options for sure.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay, so being from Florida, right? Over there, do they call it a Coke, a pop, or a soda?
Soda.
Oh, even down there. Well, soda. Well, pop is more of a northern word, so there's a lot of people in the Florida area that come from the north. Yeah, my mom lives in Florida. I get it. All right, backing up a little bit. I got a little story here because sometimes people try to throw questions at me, and I'm kind of going to beat you to the punch. I don't know if you have questions for me or not, but when I was in high school and driving, I eventually had to wear a necklace around my neck. I made it. It was school colors, royal blue and white, go Bulldogs. But it had a spare key to my car on it because I was notorious for locking my keys in my car. What's so funny? Something funny? Just figured I'd tell a story. So, have you ever locked your keys in a car?
Oh my gosh, this is probably the most. This is probably one of the worst things I've done in my entire life.
Oh, do tell.
I'm just bad about my keys in general, whether it's losing my keys or locking them in the car. But I was on the road to San Antonio about, last month, going down to the Music Educators Conference down and it was nighttime, stopped at Chick-fil-A, because I love Chick-fil-A. Can't go wrong with that. Eat my Chick-fil-A, and I go back to the parking lot. I've got the keys in my right hand, got my lemonade in the left hand. Well, with these vehicles, the alarm starts going off as soon as you unlock it. So I wanted to quickly get in there and turn the car on.
Correct.
But I had put my lemonade down on the hood of the car. So I put that down, unlocked the door, turned it on, and when I go back around to grab the lemonade, the door shuts and it's locked with the car running. And I'm now at Chick-fil-A. I showed up to eat at 7:30. I didn't leave Chick-fil-A until 10 o'clock at night when it closed. They actually let me stay there for about 10 extra minutes while they were closed, just because my car was still running in the parking lot.
But you didn't run out of gas.
No, I didn't run out of gas.
Silver lining.
Luckily. But I did it. I did it to my wife in New Orleans, like in a parking garage in New Orleans. I did it as a student teacher in college. I don't know why. It just happens.
Viewing audience, let's all do a crowdfund for a spare key necklace for this guy. It works.
That would be great.
Trust 16-year-old Mr. Baker. It works. All right. That was interesting. Okay. Cowboys or no?
Cowboys.
All right. Even from Florida.
Dad's been a Cowboys fan his whole life.
Okay. There you go. Got to stick with that.
Yep.
What's your favorite movie?
Sandlot.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite quote from that movie?
It's gotta be You're Killing Me, Smalls.
You're Killing Me, Smalls. Okay, well, I've got a recent favorite movie. It's not my favorite, but you being a choir teacher,
okay.
I think we can do something a little unique here.
Sure.
I went to the movie theater with my wife and my daughter Hannah a while back and watched Captain Underpants. Have you seen this?
Have not seen it.
Looks
funny.
Okay, are you familiar with Captain Underpants' catchphrase?
I think so. You'd have to remind me though.
Well, he kind of sings tra-la-la. So, you being a choir teacher, my daughter tells me I can do a pretty good impersonation of this. So, I want to let you go first. So it's kind of like it's tra la la, but see if you can sing that and put some emphasis behind it. And then I'm going to follow your lead and see if I can do it. Because I'm an assistant principal and I need to be able to do this.
All right. Tra la la.
That's nice. That's real deep. I think in the movie version, though, he's more. He does this and he goes tra la la. How could I work on that and be more professional?
That was pretty darn good.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to join, I mean, you're welcome to stop by a second period anytime.
Okay, get some lessons?
Yeah.
All right, maybe it's a bit. I'll walk into second period, I'll perform for your kids, and they can give me feedback, because they probably know.
Okay, good.
All right, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Well, my wife would tell me I'm not a very good cook, but I like any kind of macaroni and cheese.
I mean, we've had people say PB&J and microwave meals, so this fits. People, if you're regular watchers of this video, you're starting to learn some stuff about educators, okay? It's got to be a quick meal. I thought you were going to say, pasta. Well, I guess it is pasta, but mac and cheese. What's your favorite type of music?
Either worship music or kind of like indie folk rock in that genre.
Indie folk rock,
like folk music that is a little more upbeat.
Gotcha. Would ABBA be considered?
I'm not the biggest ABBA fan.
Really?
We're actually doing a little bit of Mamma Mia stuff at the high school right now, but it's one of those musicals that I don't necessarily get into.
Oh, so there's ABBA music in Mamma Mia, and you're having to kind of guide the kids and singing it?
Yep.
Yeah, that ain't no good. Oh, man. Okay, what's the worst job you've ever had?
Ooh. I haven't had too many, honestly, I haven't had too many jobs, but the one, I was a a resident assistant in college,
Ooh.
and on days it was the best job, but on other days it was literally the worst job. You know, staying up, like you're on overnight duty, so you're getting calls at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning about a noise complaint, or you know, there's not supposed to be girl over in this guy's room, and I'm the one that has to go and bust it
you're
up.
like 2 to 5 years older than these people anyway, and
or the same age, or
the same
younger
age.
sometimes,
Come
if they're
on.
you know failing college. And
Come on,
whatnot.
guys, hold it down here. It's 4 a.m. That stinks. All right, what's your favorite thing about education?
Just the opportunity to see you know growth in a student's life, and and I think it's cool in my particular position. You know, I get to teach kids from grade 6 all the way through 12, so I get to really like be on this journey with them in a way, and see how they change over time, and kind of you know help them along the way, because most of them don't grow up to be you know professional musicians in a way, but if I can use music to help them get to their goal, you know that's just, I love to see kids grow in that process, and how I can you know help them in that way.
Good answer, man. If you could meet anyone dead or alive, who would you meet?
Probably Phil Collins.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it because of that one song about the air in the night?
Yeah.
That's it. Is that because of that?
I mean, that's a good reason. I just think I don't think he's ever written anything bad.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of people out there who've written a lot of good music, but also a lot of bad music.
But not Phil.
I don't think Phil's ever written anything bad. And he's done so much different stuff. You know, he goes from a Disney movie to a rock song, and I feel great about both.
I'll take your word for it. All right, next. If I were stranded on a desert island, it doesn't have to be desert, but on an island, I could not live without. Okay, so you got your family,
Okay.
and I'm also going to tell you that you have talk radio.
Okay, good.
So what else you have to have?
Is it talk radio or music on the radio?
Talk radio, because
Okay.
every morning when I get here and I walk past your car, I hear people talking.
Yeah, I know.
I don't hear
Because
music.
that's sports radio.
Yeah.
I would say it's either an instrument, whether it's a guitar,
Okay.
or just an ability to listen to music. So whether that's like an iPod, which we don't even use anymore half the time, or an iPhone with music on it.
Got you. You
Just
have
any
have
way to
music.
listen to music.
Interesting. I could see you maybe taking a guitar and then crafting some other instruments. And
Now,
just
it's an
going from there.
island. You know,
Yeah.
you got some trees.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
bamboo.
There you go.
There you go. If I was not an educator, I'd be a
Sports broadcaster.
really.
Yeah.
You're really into sports.
Yeah.
What sport particularly? Or just any?
If I was gonna broadcast sports, I'd want to broadcast baseball.
Really.
It's what I know the most about.
Okay.
And before I really got into music, my goal was to play baseball in college and major in something like engineering, something like that. But you know, music kind of took over and baseball kind of fell to the wayside. But yeah, I love the game of baseball. I love the analytics behind it, and I have a lot of friends who are trying to go through the minor league systems and make it up to the show and whatnot. So it's always interesting to follow that, even though people are like, baseball's so slow, but that's what makes
you're
it.
going to bring color to it.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, for you people who watch all the way to the end, you just found out something that most people don't even know about Mr. Griswold. You should talk to the Booster Club about maybe doing a broadcast for the Argyle baseball game.
Sure.
My wife and I did a volleyball game
Really?
too. Yeah, it's
That's
fun.
awesome. That's awesome.
All right, last question.
Okay.
My name is Will Griswold, and I am a
really passionate, exciting, and corny singing teacher.
a singing teacher, people. You heard it here first. Thank you, Mr. Griswold, for coming in for Everyday Teacher this week. Once again, tune in every week for another episode, another new teacher. I think we're going to kind of wind it down with the new teachers here and then go and find some of the old heads and throw them in at the end of the year just to kind of, keep them alive here, keep them going, try to stretch them out till May. But I do thank you for coming, Mr. Griswold. Make sure you check into our channel for all the content being posted every week. You don't have questions for me, right?
I wasn't prepared.
Good. See,
I think people embarrass you enough.
People do embarrass me enough, especially the last couple of weeks. Shout out to Miss Toomer, Miss Reynolds, and Miss Martinez for giving me a little bit of dirt on this guy.
No kidding.
So that we can have some laughs. Kids, we'll see you next week. You want to say bye?
All right. Tra-la-la.
Holler.